Are you having trouble hitting a flop shot? This is Sean McTurnan and you're watching another episode of My Golf Tutor, the #1 place on the internet for you to play your best golf now. Welcome back. Today's question comes from Bradley, and Bradley wrote, "Hi Sean, I've been having some issues with my flop shots, especially when I have to go to a tight pin over a bunker. I find I often catch shots thin or heavy. Do you have any techniques or suggestions to help my consistency?" Brad, thanks very much for your question. To play this shot, it's very similar to the video that we did on hitting a high bunker shot. It's going to employ the same techniques and the same philosophies pretty much. We are going to have our weight 50-50. We're going to open up just a slight little bit to the target, maybe 2-3 yards. And we're going to play this shot with a very, very open face. I want almost the back of the club to be resting on the ground. So what this is going to promote, this is going to allow the bounce to enter the turf first and go right through the ball. The only time I want you to be careful of using this shot is if you're off some hard pan. If you use the bounce and there's hard pan, you're liable to having that club bounce. But pretty much golf courses nowadays, you very rarely see hard pans, so you can pretty much use this shot all the time. Now, one of the big issues that I find with my students when I ask them to open up the face, they feel that it's pointing 15 yards right. And this is a little tool. I was introduced to it probably 20 years ago when I was on the Irish national panel. Our coach at the time brought it out, and it really helped me understand where the club head is pointing and where the loft of the face is pointing. So as you can see, it's a magnet. I'm going to simply place it on the club like so. So you can see I'm going to assume that that's pretty much going at the flag with a square face. And now when I open up the face, you can see it hasn't gone much further right. Maybe a slight little bit, but with these shots, because our stance is a little wider and we're a little lower, you can see as the club head lowers, or the handle lowers I should say, you can see that the loft of the face points a little more left. So this is just to illustrate, just to give you confidence to open up the face, but understand that the loft of the face is still pointing at the target. So now that we have clarified that, we're going to take our setup, like I said, ball a little forward in our stance, weight 50-50, opening up a couple of yards. And what I want you to focus on as well is opening up the face a little bit more. So we're going to roll it open. We're going to kind of, as you can see, it's going to roll open. And then at impact, I just want you to feel that the club head and the handle are lining up. I don't want you to feel that you're scooping it. I think this might be one reason why you're struggling with the consistency of the shot. You might be trying to help it up in the air, or sometimes maybe you have your wrists leading too much. So just allow them to line up at impact like so. So let's hit one and see what happens. So if you take care of those steps and practice what I just said, I definitely think you're going to get a lot more consistent and get that ball close to the pin every time. And if you or anyone else has any questions about your golf game, please leave a comment in the comment section below. And don't forget to check out mygolftutor.com and sign up for our email newsletter where I share my best tips and information. So sign up now.